I want to experience all aspects of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game at their fullest extent, and in order to do that I've decided to start from scratch while locking my progress behind the joy of opening booster packs and trading with fellow duelists. We're reliving my childhood love for the game while also building towards competitive success. Or in other words, we are playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Properly. Aye! Subscribe. The amount of Yu-Gi-Oh! In this episode is gonna be nuts as we prepare for the biggest ever European Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship. We've been progressing our journey weekly in real time while the series kinda lags behind because, you know, editing takes time, okay? But in order for us to catch up in a timely manner, all progress leading up to the YCS is gonna be crammed into this monster of an episode. Grab the popcorn, baby, because this is gonna be good. So, we left off with an X3 drop at the Paisley Regional after round 3. Absolutely pitiful performance, but we all have those days, okay? In real life, you gotta take the L's with the W's and move on. It's no big deal. All of this time, we've been focusing more on gathering and collecting cards and engines that may or not be relevant for our deck, but now that we have the majority of the cards, it's time to really focus on deck building and theory. Looking at the current version of our list, it's not doing anything special that Branded doesn't already do, and also suffers from the same core weaknesses of things like Ash and D-Barrier and other floodgates. It became clear that we were gonna have to get our hands on some crossout designators, but even then, that's only 4 cards to help Branded Fusion resolve. If there was a way to put up a negate before activating Branded Fusion, we'd be big chilling. That's why Adventure Despia was a thing back in the day, but it's not a reliable answer to the issue as it conflicts with our normal summon. After a bit of theory crafting, you already know I realized Keeper of Dragon Magic could single-handedly get to Dragoon. Essentially, a normal summon Omni Negate that also doubles as a starter if we don't already have access to Branded Fusion is obviously a no-brainer for the deck. That would give us 3 Crossout Designator, 3 Keeper, called by an instant fusion to ensure that our Branded Fusion can resolve through an Ash. Dragoon is also just a powerhouse of a card, and a lot of decks don't have the resources in their engine to deal with him, so having him on our end board in the situation where we are going through the Keeper line with the rest of our engine sounds pretty epic to me. So after brewing up this insane branded solution in the RevzCards kitchen, it's time to put the combo together and build the deck around it as our game plan for the next few weeks, while also picking up potential techs and side options as the format develops. It's a lot of cards to get, but we have some nice valuables already, so I'm not too worried as of right now. All of that being said, let's crack some packs.
Look at all those chickens!
Okay, so the first half of the opening for this week has disappeared. I don't know if I've deleted it or if I didn't record it or whatever, but we opened a Cyber Strike structure deck for a copy of Infinite Impermanence. Here's all the other cards that came in the structure deck. Honestly, no idea what happened to the recording, but we now have an Infinite Impermanence, okay? And for our second item today, we have a 2022 Megatin. Totally didn't have to record these on separate days because the mail arrived on separate days, but here we go. We want Dragoon, but there is a lot of good cards that we can pull, of course, in that Prismatic Secret slot. Prosperity being the juiciest pool of all. I think the last tin I opened was in Profit or Forfeit, and we did actually pull a Prosperity in that tin. So can we make it 2 in a row, I guess? Maybe, can we even play Prosperity? We could maybe, like, banish 3. I don't know if that's worth the space, though. Dragoon, though, is basically all we need from here. Might actually need a Talents as a crossout target, potentially. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So, we have Despian Comedy, Leonard Skinnerd, we got Azortlis, Windwitch Chimes, White Bacon, steaming up some yams, Gizmek Arakami, the Hellbringer Hog, we got Pumbaa, Ghost Mourner, and Moonlit Chill. Pretty good super rare. Might actually be able to trade that off, or it might actually go up in value over time as a super rare, somewhat staple. So Navalon Daphne, ultra rares. We have a DD Assault Carrier. We can pull Nibiru. We can pull Dark Ruler. We can pull D-Shifter. We already have all 3 of all of those. Speak of the devil, we get Nibiru, the Primal Being, our 4th one. We could trade this off, I guess. It's trade bait. And we have Ascended Sage as our first Prismatic Secret Rare. I think Branded in red is like a valuable rare. Praskinian isn't an MP though. Pack number 2. Come on, can we pull the Dragoon? We got the Big Bear, Big broccoli bear. Windwitch Blizzard Bell. We got the Bleptile, Yam Memorial, let's go. Dragonite Knight, Garmfabar. We got Master's Diplomat, Gizmek Naganaki, the big golden chicken. We have Binary Blader, super rare. And, ooh, baby, we got our Time Tech. Let's go. Spooky Dogwood. I do like the super rare Ghost Girls in here. All of the good ones are secret rare, but Spooky Dogwood, very nice. Can't go wrong with a Dogwood pool. Sprite's Blessing, and we got Pharaonic Guardian Sphinx. Fusion? No, we got... Oh! I was like, damn, it's not a fusion. Wait, it's a spell. It could be Prosperity. Flouanderies and the Magnificent Map. Of course, don't think this is really worth anything, unfortunately. Eglin as our rare, and I really like this card. I want it to see competitive play at some point, but don't know if that's ever going to happen. Sunvine Sowing. Okay, final pack. No true value has been pulled here in terms of staples. Tri-Brigade Rendezvous, Armed Dragon Thunder level 3, Blitz, we got Ankamufrite, Wonkery Way, fucking poor little Linkaribo there, going down into the abyss. We got the big ball. Alright, here we go. Machina Ruin Force, Armed Sage, Heritage of the Light, and the Revived Sky God. And the secret is a trap card. Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. Good card, search any field spell. But we kind of whiffed on the secret rares, unfortunately. And yeah, nothing else in there. Goddamn. Okay, alright. Well, I guess there's some nice cards in there. Nibiru, sure. Okay, let's move on.
So as of right now, we're 3 weeks out from the YCS and have a few important cards to pick up before then. 3 Crossart Designator, which is currently seeing a rise in popularity among Branded and Kashtira players. 2 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, because Kashtira just rips it if you play 1. Dark Magician, of course, to make the Dragoon, Jinzo, because we're playing the Expulsion in the side deck, and whatever other hand traps and tech cards we need for the format. It's 2023 and our meta deck is able to play both Jinzo and Dark Magician. What a world we live in, man. Yu-Gi-Oh! Friendship at its finest. We have a fine stash of wares in our trade binder at this point, and an OTS Championship event to head to, so hopefully we can pick up some bits we need from the local duelists and try squeeze out the dub. Gameplay-wise, until we get our hands on Dragoon, we're just kind of winging it with our list, but let's have some fun. Alright, we got a trade with Clef, the Crossarts baby, Branded Fusion, Will Resolve, and 5 Books of Moon. It's fresh out the bin, so I guess we can choose the best 3. 1 Econ, Ultra Foolish, kind of regret trading away the secret, and you are going to basically ravage the front page of my binder. Like half the page. Here we go, the binder has been ravaged. Basically all of our valuable stuff, Arise Heart, Pep, Sales Band, Counter, and a Choju. With the Crossarts acquired, we're 1 step closer to completion before the YCS, so chucking them into the deck is going to at least help us a bit against Ash, and if we play things like Imperm as well, they gain extra value by giving us an extra layer of protection. Sleeving them up, we jump into the OTS Championship and hope to snag some juicy prizes, with the feature match being against Jay on Sprite Kashtira.
5.
My dice rolls are shit today.
I'll go 4.
Sure.
Special effect.
Okay.
Effect.
Yep.
Effect.
Yep.
So roll ignition. Effect the blue.
Yep.
Draw for turn. It's got 1500 attack.
Crazy.
Nothing moves the team.
I'll go chain 1, discard cross out, chain 2, trap.
Chain. What's on one? Chain 4.
Target this.
Target the bombs.
Albaz and Tragedy.
Yeah.
Sun Masquerade. Normal Summer. Battle Phase. Swing for 900.
Change the defense mode. Oh yeah.
Main 2 will go Cartesia effects. Banish Masquerade. Set 1.
End phase. You haven't added anything else from your deck this turn on that.
No, I've only been through Grand Fusion.
We'll give you a die to support. Then a blue effect and summon.
Blue's fine.
First gen.
Your turn?
Hands in his combat phase.
Nope.
Special.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Effect.
Sure.
Chain 2. Blue effect.
Chain called by card.
I can't see it until the third turn. Yeah, I have to now do the mental.
Yep.
Power effect.
Let's just go next one. Alright, standby main.
Yep.
Normal summon Owlbear. Activate. Activate Brand Fusion.
Yep.
Albion effect. Rebellion effect. Discarding Albaz. Go Rebellion, tribute Albion. Rebellion effect. Place a continuous branded speller trap. Place branded lost. Set 2. End phase Albion. Set expulsion. Go ahead.
Cover deck.
Should be winning.
On resolution, devour your colored seas.
Special check effect.
On res, branded red, target in Albaz. Add. Chain 1 Chimera, chain 2. Add courier.
I couldn't respond to this, right?
No. Pop these two.
Pop these two, sure.
Sure.
So take 11, blue effect.
Blue resolves. Add red.
Special effect.
And special will go mirror table. Send Albion for the rest.
Cost.
Watch it.
Gem that is fine. Varnish that. Pass.
Gamma gets banished, right? Drop turn. Swap attack. Swap attack. Activate deployment. Here. Reveal. Special card t-shirt. 6-9, yeah.
Stand by me.
Yep.
No. Special check effect.
Sure. Yep.
So I'll take 1/1.
Yep.
Effect of blue.
That's fine.
Add card.
Sure.
Special card. Go link.
In response, I'll activate
Change. And then destroying resolution. So I'll get the dump.
Yep.
You can need another target. Go effect.
Yep.
Your turn.
2 in hand. Stand by main. Activate fusion deployment.
Go for it.
Reveal.
Target to detach.
Whoa. Go ahead. Yep.
Go main phase.
Yep.
Blue effect.
Yep.
Change to attack mode. Special. Effect.
Yep.
Go battle phase.
Sure.
Attack for whatever's here.
64 in total. Take all.
Set 2 pass.
Rupture. Stand by main. Activate deployment. Negate with carrot.
Yes, well, he tried, but I didn't.
Chain 1, discarding Nibiru. Chain 2, tragedy. Yeah.
2 minutes, nerds.
Merged. 10th battle phase. Punch the red for 18. Push you on 5-1. Still in battle phase, rare jade effect. Albion. Banish carrot. Main 2. Set 1. End phase. Albion. Yep. Same brand.
Okay.
Yep.
Fight another valid card. I don't, after reset. Draw for turn.
Yep.
Main phase.
Yep. Sure. On red. Red is red, target tragedy.
Go for it.
Masquerade, tragedy effect.
Yeah. Effect of gigantic.
Candy barrier, call it seas.
Sure. Tribute summon.
Yeah.
Effect.
Yeah.
And then activate, so I take 2 6s, right?
Yeah.
Special.
Yeah.
Battle phase.
Yeah.
Go. Defender attack effect.
Yeah.
And then attack directly.
So obviously Theosis only summons in defense position, so he wouldn't have actually been able to kill me there. However, time was about to be called and we were lower on life points anyway, so it doesn't really matter. In theory, if we had Dragoon at this point and it managed to get to our main phase, we could have won, but obviously that's not the case right now. Masquerade was kind of our last ditch effort there, hoping he burns himself enough in the main phase for time to get called and we could win from there. But yeah, possibly could have held the debarrier for after Gigantic resolving to sort of ensure that no Kashtiras are special summoned to the board. And that's why filming your games is great, because you get to watch them back, analyze the gameplay, see the misplays and the mistakes, and kind of grow from there. Anyway, for our other rounds, we did win against Pure Sprite in round 1, and then blind second Mekanko in round 2. Round 4, we played against Dark Worlds, and unfortunately hard bricked going first in game 1, and get hand looped in game 3. So overall, a mediocre 2-2 result, but some good practice for the format going forward. With Kashtira being the most represented deck of the format, and the majority of players now starting to end on a Rise Heart Pass, tech choices of duelists are starting to gear towards that matchup in the form of single body disruption and board breakers. Things like Book of Moon, Kaijus, and Evenly Matched are becoming extremely popular main deck choices, and because of this, decks like Dark World that essentially FTK you are able to squeeze back into competitive play. Sprite also take advantage of this by being able to set up a big board uninterrupted, where these tech options just don't really perform too well on their own. So if we want to have the best chance at success, we need to take this into consideration and build our deck accordingly so that we have answers for every outcome. Or at least that's the current thought process for approaching the YCS, but we'll get more in depth with that closer to the time. For now, we got some prize packs, baby. Well, after all of that, we come home with 5 Maze of Memories packs, which was our entry for the tournament, essentially. Probably should have opened them while we were there in case we could get any trades, but here we are opening these, and all the good cards were pulled. There was a Baron pulled, a Collector's Chimera pulled, Collector's Judgment pulled, the Stardust Synchro pulled. So honestly, not expecting anything from here, just kind of praying that we pull maybe super rare Judgments is the best we can hope for, I think. But anyway, if it will focus, question mark? Okay, there we go, now we're focused. So, Imperial Iron Wall, Ancient Fairy Dragon, Erratad, Mudan the Rika Fairy, Court of Justice, Deep Dark Trap Hole, Ryoku Guardian, and we have Labyrinth Heavy Tank to kick things off. What else do we have in here? Just mostly, I'm assuming it's all supers, dude. Overload Fusion, I just never pull Collector's Rares. Elf and the Raven, we have Suijin, Ryoku Guardian, Treacherous Trap Hole, Mudan the Rika Fairy, and we have Super Ancient Deep Sea Coelacanth. Just garbage. I don't think anyone needs any of these supers unless it's Avramax or Judgment, just saying. Deep Dark Trap Hole, we have Ryoku Guardian, creepy little punk, walking with that incredible sunset in the background. You can just imagine how hot it would be, especially in a robe like that. We have Super Soldier Ritual, Time to Stand Up, Red Eyes Soul, and Gate Guardian of Thunder and Wind. Yeah, these are gonna be garbage, man. This is trash. Mech Knight Blue Knight, Mech Knight Blue Knight, Mech Knight Blue Sky, Red Moon, Gate Guardian, baby, look at that classic. We have Court of Justice, Saga of the Dragon Emperor, that's a really cool shot, I like the artwork on that, it's like a movie poster. Solo the Supreme King, and we have another super, of course. I'll say the Sylvan High Protector, And rounding off our 5 packs of trash, we have this creepy little punk in the sunset again, super soldier ritual, time to stand up, red eye soul, yellow star, and oh, next one, red moon. We have spellbook of fate. There we go. Yep, 5 super rares, 5 trash cards for the binder. Sure, shiny, no duplicates, but no value, no value. So not the most progressive of weeks. I mean, we did get the cross arts, which is huge, but we're definitely taking in all of this information from these matchups and cooking in the background while the time is ticking down. You'll never guess what time it is. We have 2, maybe even 3 episodes left until YCS London, so our openings really need to count to get our Dragoons. And, of course, we're going to pull it ourselves. And obviously these are only like £15. Actually, you can find them a lot cheaper right now, but for the sake of the series, £15. So we have 2 packs of Photon Hypernova to round off the budget there. Secret rare, I mean, we've been pretty fire on the booster pack pools recently, outside of Maze of Memories, so see if we can keep that streak going. I always hate opening these tins with a knife, man. It's like nails on chalkboard, I hate it. So, 3 fresh packs, 3 fresh prismatic secret rares inside. Are we gonna whiff again? 2 tins in a row, or are we at least gonna pull some value? Ash Blossom, Droplet, DPE, Prosperity. There's so many good cards in that prismatic secret slot, and we whiffed all 3 times in the last one, which is most unfortunate. So let's see what we have here today. Sacred Tree Beast Hyperiton. We got Judgment of the Branded, Fabled Treason, Metalfoes Vanisher. We got Apollosa's Sister. The bow's not quite as cool. She hasn't upgraded that yet. Dragon Thunderbolt. Traptrix Vesiculo as our first super, and Huan Wu. Okay, we got good supers in the last one, but I mean, we got Nibiru as an ultra, but the secrets are kind of terrible. Threshold Borg and DDD Super Sight King Zero Maxwell as our ultras. Fusion Spell. Oh, come on, dude. Ready Fusion. Is this still 99p, or is this like a couple of pound? I don't know, dude. God damn. Birth of the Prominence Flame, Gunkan Suship, and nothing else too exciting there. Okay, I guess we can just go Photon Hypernova, and then 1, then 1, then 1. Sure. Let's see. What do we have? Let's slap 4 of these bad boys to the front. Land flipping. We have Focused Aqua Mirror, Gigantic Thundercross, not to be confused with Sprite Double Cross, I guess. Basiltraz Familiar of the Evil Eye, Kashtira Overlap. We got a couple of aces, Abyss Actor Liberty, Dramatist, Pendulum, Scareclaw Kashtira, and a trap card. Dude! Ultra rare in 2 packs, you love to see it. Big Welcome Labyrinth. Good card. So, I don't know the value on this actually. I think it's maybe like around £5. Nice pool, I guess. We'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it. Moving on. Second pack of the tin of Pharaoh's Gods. What do we have? Windwitch Chimes. We got that DreamWorks, sure. Windwitch Freeze Bell. We got Sun Avalon Malias. It was Groot. Basil Rose Shoot. I'll be on the Shrouded Dragon, baby. So weird seeing this in a tin like that. I don't know why. Oh, okay, whoops. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. That makes 2. That makes 2. We're 1 short of a playset. Let's go. We also have White Knight of Dogmatica, Stardust Synchron, and Alvain, the Essence of Vanity. Kind of garbage ultras again, which is typical for these. And the secret rare. Oh, let's go, dude. Dark Magician Girl. Don't know if this has much demand for it anymore these days, but that is some decent value. Potentially gets us towards our first Dragoon. Oh, baby, let's go. Okay, very nice pool. Thank God for that. We hit on a prismatic secret rare. We got Aqua Madour. Ooh, Proskenian. Very nice. We have 2 of those now. And yeah, okay. Things are looking up. Things are definitely looking up. As long as Dragoon doesn't like double or triple in price overnight. Okay, Fierce Tiger Mongu. We got Abyss Script, Dramatic Story. We got Kishki Necromirror, Evil Eyes Unleashed, and a Choju of the Trillion Hands, super rare. Never gonna get a Starlight, of course, and some more commons there. Taking us to our final 2022 tin. How often do you pull 2 banging secret rares in a single tin? Not too often, so not really expecting too much from this, but let's see. We have Armed Dragon Lightning, we have Gunkan Susho Akura, Terrors of the Underroot, very cool, Blizzard Bell, and Camouflite, Stairway to the Fabled Realm, and we have a Cherries. We're pulling all the super rare Ghost Girls. Slower Swallow, Ultras, we have D-Shifter, and I've seen a spell coming after. Is it going to be Dark Ruler as well? No. Can you even do that? Like D-Shifter plus Dark Ruler? That'd be so cool. Dimension Shifter, we now have 4 of these. So, once again, trade, bait, staple, I guess. And Fusion. Oh, wait. Wait. Dragoon? No! Oh! Wow! Oh my god, what are the chances? Don't know how to react. I did not expect that at all. We pulled our own Chimera, now we pull our own Dark Dragoon, but unfortunately, thanks to Kashtiro, 1 isn't enough. We need 2 of these bad boys, but pulling 1, whew, we can play this at locals, like right off the bat. We still need a Dark Magician. Okay, we need to trade for a Dark Magician, and then we can play this at locals today. Oh my god! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Dark Magician Girl and Dragoon in the 110. Holy shit! Let's go! Laundry Trap, and of course, some more commons there. That's unreal. That's unbelievable. I can't believe that. Alright, it has been a hot minute since we last checked the binder. However, I think with that insane nutty opening we just had, it really cements the fact that we're actually going to complete our list in time for YCS London. Heck, it might even give us a couple of locals beforehand, being able to test the deck at our desired full power. So, getting into our binder, the front page, we of course have the Dark Magician Girl, the Libromancer Fire. Our third Magnamute, might as well put everything we have into the YCS London list. So the Druid's Worm we're not playing, the Magnamute we're not playing, Big Welcome Labyrinth, we don't really care about Shifter anymore, Nibiru, just all of our valuable stuff at the front here, or semi-valuable, I guess. This is our OTS super page, and after this, I believe it just turns to absolute garbage. Maybe after this one. Yeah, we got double cross here. Some of the playable supers up the front here. And then it turns to complete garbage. Just everything else we've pulled throughout the series that we haven't been able to get rid of. Really filling up the binder, to be honest. We're like halfway, more than halfway through finished it. So that's all of our trades. We also have all of our engine and tech cards at the back here that we're no longer playing. Just in case we do decide last minute to change up our build. So we got the Frightful stuff here, the rest of our engine choices, Super Poly, Sireneer in case we do go for the Sireneer build, and then the rest of our techs here as well. Anti-Spell I think may potentially be needed as a cross-out target, but we also could just maybe play through it as well, I don't know. Space is really tight, really need to hammer down on the extra deck and figure out the choices that we want for this upcoming YCS. But yeah, that is everything in our trade binder to date. We just need a Dark Magician, and we can play our Dragoon. So let's go grab one.
It's going to be an Alti
Oliver.
Oliver.
It's not an Alti.
Oliver's not even in this set.
Yeah, Oliver's not even in this.
Yeah, well, you know, it's going to be Alti Oliver.
Nope.
Misprint.
Oh!
Great thing about only needing a couple of different cards here and there nowadays is that everything can just be done locally now. With our OG Dark Magician now in tow thanks to Lisa, it's officially Dragoon time. Just look at these absolute units, man. They look so sick together. Let's go. So I did record this locals, but as you can see, the lighting was awful, so no feature match for this one. But round 1 we played against Claff on Valance. It went to game 3 and we had Crossout Designator for his D-Barrier, allowing us to take the dub. Round 2 we're up against Reese on Kashtira Crystal Beasts. This also goes to game 3 because Baguska is just really annoying for our deck to deal with, but time gets called in our standby phase as Reese is resolving his Shangri-Ira, meaning it's a draw. If the game did proceed to our main phase though, Dragoon, Pop and Burn, easy win. Round 3 we had a mirror match against Scott's Bestial build. We do lose the die roll, but Keeper just styles on him both games, getting us to the 2-0 dub. Game 2 he only had one interruption which he was holding for the branded fusion, however that in turn allowed us to search for Super Poly through Cobra's effect and just get rid of the Dragoon and resolve branded fusion, winning the game. Finally, round 4 went unrecorded, but we lost to Lisa's Scareclaw deck because again, she just makes Baguska. and we can't out it. So a 2-1-1 finish, but a very valuable realization of some of the deck's weaknesses that we need to build around. Baguska is a problem, but prize packs are not.
Alright. Oh my god, there's no way. There's actually no way. Overload Fusion, Royal Decree, Suijin, Time to Stand Up Pro. Ah, it's a shit one. Oh my god. Collector's Rare, baby.
That's like... That's 6-1 in the boxes here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yo, imagine pulling an ulti as well. How sick would that be? Network Trap Hole, Sanctuary, and an Air Sprite Red. Sure, cool. Woo! We're instantly trading off the Collector's Rare for a second Dragoon, baby. Let's go.
The second Dragoon has already been secured. Let's go, baby. The funny thing is we were organizing a trade with Leo for it before locals, and then I pulled the Collector's Rare at the end, which was pretty much the perfect one-for-one trade to Mr. Sideset himself. But with that, there's just one more card we need, and the list should be complete, baby. With plenty of time to spare too. Next locals, we are gonna be full power. It's 1 week to go until the YCS, and there's been a few interesting format developments. Mathmech is starting to become a strong competitive contender, and Ghostbell is seeing play as a decent hand trap option. I literally keep going back and forth with the idea of Bestials in the side deck, but between Branded, Mathmech, Dark World, and all the relevant rogue decks like Drytron, I am making the decision to play Magnamoots in the side. A lot of lists are maining Ghostbell, so that might be a relevant cross-out target, we'll see, but for now, even though we don't really need anything anymore, let's crack a tin for the last week before the finale. Alright, duelists, here we go. The final product we have bought for the Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Properly series. Season 1, I guess we could say, potentially, we'll see. I wasn't initially going to open anything for this week because I was satisfied with where our list is currently at, and you know, I feel like we have enough trade bait to get anything we need. However, the week of the YCS, literally this episode, I've decided I want to get my hands on some Ghost Spells because the format is going in a direction where Ghost Spell is seeing a lot of play right now to stop Expulsion, Super Factorial, things like that. And I feel like it's good, not only as a cross-out target, stopping Expulsion and whatnot, if we can't get our full combo off, yet we still get the Expulsion on board, but it's also just good to have as a hand trap in the deck. So the goal is to get our hands on at least 2 Ghost Spells, I think I want to run. There's no space for 3. But yeah, 2 Ghost Spells. We can pull a Ghost Spell in here potentially, or we just get trade bait. We do have 1 more locals literally the night before we fly down to London. So that is one last opportunity to get our trades done and finish our list for the last time, because I keep, every time I think my list is finished, I come up with some other idea that we need new cards. So hopefully the Ghost Spells are the last things we actually need, considering Drolls in the side deck as well, but I don't. A Droll is too hit or miss. So 3 packs, just a humble little 2022 tin. Honestly, it's probably a hindrance if we pull like a Pot of Prosperity or something, because it's so high value, it's going to be difficult to actually trade it towards, you know, just 2 little Ghost Spells. But anyway, Materia Reactor, Gigaboros, we have Zexalt Alliance, Gormfobar, we got the big frog sitting on his stool, having a big think, Ice Breeze Refrain, big globe. Here we go, Radiant Fluorescence, super rares, we have High Ritual Art. You know, it's nice having an opening that's not exactly high stakes. Like, we don't need to pull anything right now. It's literally just, we're happy with what we get. High Ritual Art, we have an Abyss Keeper, ultra rare, followed by Apex Predation, and our first Prismatic Secret Rare is a Fusion. Yo, are we gonna get another Dragoon? Oh, Rarity Bump! Yo, we got a Rarity Bump, let's go! Okay, we take Rarity Bumps as well. Oh, Albert would be nice, another Albert. I'll be on the Branded Dragon, Prismatic Secret Rare. Very nice Rarity Bump, dude. We take those. Judge of the Ice Barrier, and we don't care about it. Oh, we already have Adlib. We already have Super Adlib, so yeah, cool. Pack numero dos. Can we get any more Rarity Bumps? Ghost Spell, any trade bait? Let's see. Armed Dragon Blitz. We got more Sushi. One Kuriwe. Kuriwe, man, he's falling into the abyss. Big Blue Beaver sucking on a nut. EMR, we got Zexalt and Trust. Here we go. Next pack. Hollows, Ice Jade Tremora, and Live Twin Lilitreat. Ultras are Mimicking Maneater Bug and Heavenly Zephyr Miradora. This is a hand trap. Wind Dragon hand trap. But the Prismatic Secret Rare is an effect monster. Ghost Spell? Ooh, Diviner of the Herald. Very nice prismatic secret rare. Definitely some cheap trade bait, I suppose. So we can slap that in the binder. Very, very nice. And no more branded comments. Alright, that takes us to our final pack here. Honestly, value-wise, I think this opening's been pretty garbage, but, you know, it is what it is. We don't really care. White Baking, we have Boojin Candescent, Stairway to a Fabled Realm, You and I, Basil Rose Shoot, here we go, Master's Diplomat, we have Machina Ruin Force, the big 4600, that's like, what was it? It was like the third beefiest monster in the game or something. We have a ZS Armed Sage, Ultra Rares, we have Zexal Construction, and D-Shifter, Nibiru Dark Ruler. Soul Energy Max! Obelisk Tormentor, and our final Prismatic Secret Rare, the final pool that counts, we have an Effect Monster, Tri-Brigade Kit, okay. Prismatic Secret Rare, we'll take that, we do like Tri-Brigade Kit, very, very nice rarity of the card. I do have me a playset in the Tri-Brigade Sprite deck, but yeah, trade bait of course, and that is it, okay. 2 Ghost Spells, can we do it? Can we get our hands on 2 Ghost Spells? Gotta go set up some trades now.
Potentially the final trade we need before YCS London. Our last Truest where it was going bye-bye, and we get our Jinzo, baby.
We weren't quite able to set up a Ghost Spell trade for locals in time, however we did grab the final key piece that we need, and that is Jinzo. Beautiful Dusa print is actually quite expensive to be honest, but we're going to be slapping up all the trap decks with this baldy bastard. So slotting him into our list, this is the preliminary YCS build that we're going to be taking to locals today. Not going to be doing a full in-depth deck profile or anything until we've ironed out any kinks and finalized everything, so that will be in the finale, but yeah, it's looking real creamy with the 10 hand traps in main. Now we're going to take it out for a spin. Today's feature match is a branded mirror against Daryl. I do really enjoy a branded mirror match, so this is going to be a lot of fun. With that being said, it's time to duel.
Let's go standby main.
Yep.
Tragedy Phase. Activate deployment.
Yep.
Granny.
I'm literally missing
Play it safe, I guess.
yeah.
Activate.
Yep.
Activate.
Can I say no to that?
Say no to that one. I'll be on chain 1, lost chain 2.
I actually never read it. Last time not bad. You got that in your hand, that's pretty good.
Yeah, Libellion effect. Discard. And then chain 2.
Yep.
Effect on someone.
Yep.
Blue Bellion. Attempt to go end phase.
Yep.
Rotate shut down itself. I'll be on to save. Over to you.
Drop turn.
Yeah.
Standby. Discard Adler.
Yeah, you're good.
Spatial Aluber. Then effect. Okay. Main phase.
Yep. Sure.
Send Tragedy.
Okay.
Deck the Tragedy.
Yep.
Dramaturgy.
Okay.
So, Triangle and Violet.
Targeting.
Targeting Tragedy.
Targeting tragedy. Chain reactions. I'll be on. Vanish.
At the hand, fuse, tragedy, dramaturge, okay, Corpus.
Okay.
Effective dramaturge.
Yep.
Special itself.
I'll think on res. Yeah, on res. We'll go branded and res, target Adler.
Yep.
And then go into this.
So add itself to hand. And vanish. 1, 2, 3. Chimera. And then we go chain 1 Chimera, chain 2 lost, chain 3 Adler, target Mermaid.
Yep. my deck. The card game opens with this.
And then draw 1, pop 2. Pop those 2.
Card this effect, so left the field as of your effect, special summon a form of Albaz.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Effect a Albaz.
Discard for cost.
Yep. Discard
Chain Merge.
go end phase.
Yep. I'll be on effect. I'll set banishment. Coming hero.
I want people to
Battle phase.
Yep.
Tap for game.
Yep.
Bang. Alright, first or second?
I'm gonna go first.
First, cool. Good luck, gamer.
Standby phase.
Yep.
Go right. Discard opening. To special summon Albaz.
Yep.
And active Albaz.
Better have it.
Normal summon card T-Set.
Okay.
Effect the card T-Set to fuse.
Yes. That is a play.
Itself, fragility.
Pretty good, yeah.
Make run big up. Pushing like 1 thing or 2 out of desk your hand, and then send card from extra deck to grave.
Yep.
Draw turn from hand.
Sure.
Send Albion. We'll go end phase.
End of main phase.
Yep.
I'll Magnum the Albion. And then Magnum effect on summon. To search a dragon in the end phase.
Yep. Cartoon select effect in the end phase, add back to hand.
Resolve Magnum.
Yep.
Add a dragon. Alright, draw for turn.
Yep.
I actually quite like I
Standby.
quite a lot.
Main.
Played around
Yep.
and
Fusion play.
I was just going to research.
Yep.
Granny.
I'll go first this time. I just got one
Special.
of those.
Normal summon. Effect. Discard. Ad lib. Search a normal fusion spell.
Yep.
Add instant fusion. Activate. Pay 1,000. Special. Effect on summon. Add a predap card. Second effect, target itself. Tribute and then special a predaplant from deck. Special. Effect. Search any fusion spell.
Go on summon. Banish Grand Woodmill to special summon a Despia monster.
Yeah,
from
chain 1, chain 2.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Banish
Oh, we are playing the Presquini. Nice. Yeah, so add a fusion spell. Let's go Cartesia effect. Effect. Dark Russian. Go second effect, keep her revealing a Dragoon for cost, so I can revive one of its materials in face turn defense position. Special Dark Magician. Skill.
Yep.
Effective use. It's like a polymerization. Dragoon effect to pop a monster. Yep. Attempt to pop the Presquinian.
And then banish open to black.
Yeah. Random fusion. Effect. Attempt to go battle phase. Battle phase is fine.
Yep.
In battle phase, I'll go merging effect. Sending sprint. Finish. Punch.
Yep.
And then 3k, 3k, 2k. Hey, GG.
Honestly, a pretty decent showing of some of the interactions in our deck, but moving on we lose to pure Mekanko, which is kind of 50-50 because our deck doesn't really have enough removal to deal with them if they have a good hand, and unfortunately, this time they had good hands. Not really a deck we need to worry about for the YCS, though no one's going to be playing Mekanko except Reese. Next up, we played against Lisa's Scareclaw deck again, but outed Tryhard with Banishment in Game 1 and opened Nibiru Game 2. And then finally, we once again played Claf's Valance deck, and similar to last time, Game 3 we had Crossout Designator for the D-Barrier into game. So the list is feeling really nice. Nibiru in the main deck is definitely a correct choice right now for our deck specifically, and CrossArt literally just wins games. Still need to finalize side deck and tech choices, but I'm actually pretty confident going into the YCS. But for the last time in this series, let's crack some locals prize packs. Well, potentially the last opening before YCS London. 2 Maze of Memories, 1 OTS 21. Once again, don't think any ultis were pooled, so we have that chance. But getting into our packs here, we have a Rika Petal, Mech Knight Yellow Star, Ancient Fairy Dragon. If we pull another collector's rare, I'm actually just going to go wild because we've pulled so many recently. Like, our luck has finally come back. Forge a New Future, Labyrinth Wall, Super Soldier, Ritual, and Solemn Judgment. Actually not a good pull. We could, if we want to, you know, tech our side deck more for going first, we have a Judgment to go in there as one of the best going first cards in the game, but I think our deck's good enough when it's going first, so Judgment would really probably just be win more. Second pack of Maze of Memories, we have Zephyros the Elite, Labyrinth Wall Shadow, Mech Knight Blue Sky, Kalut, the Moon Shadow, Saga of the Dragon Emperor. Look at that scene. The scenes, man! We have Imperial Iron Wall and Gate Guardians. Combined, super rare. I think the original Gate Guardian art looks way more menacing than this big fusion monster, to be honest. Even though they are the same monster in the artwork. I don't know what it is. I think it's the color. It's so bright that it's not really scary? I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, OTS 21, what do we have? Trap Hole of Spikes. Do we have an ulti? I don't think we do. Time Space Trap Hole and Rescue Ace. Headquarters, super rare. Rarity bump to the Amazing Defenders. Maybe Leo wants this, he's probably already got his hands on them. But yeah, basically a dud opening. Doesn't matter though. I think we have everything we need for London. This is it, fellas. We are at the end of the line. It's been a pleasure having you on this journey, but it's now time to give them hell. We're jetting off to London for the biggest European YCS in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. Stay tuned to see what happens next.